All right, we are back for round number 3, starting at 2-0 for this round. This hand is perfect. These are the hands you dream of. This one lets you see their hand first, and then you got the turn 1, and they need 2 Force of Wills, or the game is basically over. If they have a Karakas, it's not quite over, but it's pretty close to over. Ugh, I hate this matchup. What a terrible matchup. Maybe we'll get lucky though, since we're stealing game 1 here. And I mean, you know, it's close to a 50-50 matchup, but it feels awful. They have reanimate in their main deck, so that's basically like having surgicals in your main deck, because it's, I mean, a sorcery speed, but it interacts with your graveyard game 1, so you can't just, you know, get your Entomb to resolve and then let your Gristlebrand just hang out in the graveyard. It's not safe. I'm going to take the Street Wraith for the chance that he Street Wraiths into a Force of Will. They can't really beat the turn 1 Gristlebrand, luckily. You need hands like this to beat this deck, though. The Dream Hand, and he didn't even have a Force of Will, but if you know, they can still beat you with double Force of Will. Sideboard games are, I mean, they are slightly tougher than the extremely tough that they already are this matchup, because they're going to have more graveyard hate. Yeah. I consider the reanimate graveyard hate in this matchup. So you bring in these. You want to fight them with this card. Ion is pretty good if they don't already have a creature in play, that's a black creature in play. So I don't really love it. Eilish Norn also, you know, these are things that I bring in from time to time, and I never really like them. I bring them in sometimes because sometimes I don't bring them in, and then I wish they were there. But more often than not, they're not good enough. Pithing Needle is okay because they play Spellbomb, the graveyard hate. But again, often not good enough. A Braid, similar, can hit the Spellbomb. It can hit Delvers, but often not good enough. But, you know, sometimes they play out small little Death Shadows that turn very big very quickly. And sometimes they can't make it quicker or big enough right away. Usually they can, but it can hit the Spellbomb, so I'll bring it in. These bouncy guys, Tidespout, Ashen, pretty good, but not excellent. Don't necessarily need them. I actually think I'm going to try 4 of these and get rid of these. Well, actually, we want to be able to deal with... I think this one's better. Cut one of these, cut one of these. Alright, we're going to cut one Chancellor. They're very bad draws, but the trigger's actually pretty good on the draw because of all their cantrips and their 1-mana counterspell thing. And they play 4 Thoughtseizes. Alright, we will try this. Fingers crossed. This is not a good hand. You need discard and the combo. This is just half the combo and no discard. Mulligan. You also need mana, but this hand's super close to being good. Although Chancellor actually doesn't really race Death Shadow. If you get it into play as like a 4/5, even as a 5/6, it often doesn't race the Death Shadow, especially on turn 2. And like this isn't even guaranteed to happen on turn 2, but mulliganing isn't great. At least I think we want mana. I'm gonna mulligan. Alright. We want an unmask. Give us an unmask. Scry. Not an unmask. Bottom. The Upkeep Street Wraith. Ballsy. I guess it's the same as the main phase. Alright, Watery Grave, Thoughtseize. No Thoughtseize. Grafdigger's Cage. Okay, that's not a Spell Bomb. That is a Grafdigger's Cage. I haven't seen that in this deck. And we drew the Unmask. Well, we had that Abrade in our hand earlier. Let's see what else he would have had. I'm going to concede this game. It's over. I've seen Spell Bomb, and I've seen Spell Bomb and Surgical, so I have not seen Grafdigger's Cage out of this deck. Wow. Unfortunate. We would have had a good chance of winning this one if it weren't for the Grafdigger's Cage. Alright. You might think that was hasty, but we're not going to win. There's no way. We have one card that answers Grafdigger's Cage, and yeah, there's just no way. I'm actually going to take out that answer and just hope to get there on turn 1. With a little Chancellor action. No land, no Entomb. Chancellor's nice. Well, this is not... Yeah. They're keeping 7. I think we have to mulligan and hope for a better hand. Man, really unfortunate. Don't think we're going to be able to win this round. We're going to have to mulligan this one too. The dirtling around doing nothing against this deck doesn't work. Doesn't get you there. You have to really have a great draw. What could we even hit here? Obviously, we need a Gristlebrand in the graveyard. This is not great. Not a great match. Mulliganed a lot in this game 3. Got pretty lucky game 1 to just have the nuts. Got pretty unlucky game 2 that he had a cage when we didn't have a Chancellor trigger and that we mulled to 5. I mean, I don't know how unlucky that is. Who knows? He might be playing 4 cages. And he also probably wouldn't keep a weak hand like that if he didn't have cage, so. Yeah, there's another cage. Well, we have 0 answers to it now, so GG's. See you for round 4.